Great. It's not going to what I wanted to. Um, okay. This is garbage. Okay. Specific window. Yeah, this one. I do window capture. Add window capture. Yes. That works. For some reason. That works. Okay. Here's a transform. Fit the screen. There we go. There the game is, everyone. Oh, this game is cool. I'm gonna be playing the tutorials because I really haven't played all of them.
You realize that your products can only sell well when consumers are aware of them. In today's crowded market, advertising is essential for building consumer awareness and making your product stand out from the competition. This tutorial explains how branding and advertising works in the game, and how you can get most out of it by making smart marketing decisions.
Okay, we're gonna make some smart marketing decisions. So I named the company Motion. My name Ethan.
Now that you know how to find suppliers, manufacture and sell products, it's time to look at advertising your products. Your corporation will be competing against other corporations selling the same product types. You will require a good advertising campaign if you want your business to succeed. Let's learn some basic concepts of brand and advertising now. When a consumer buys a product, they consider the price, the quality and the brand of the product. For the quality, it is affected by the qualities of raw materials used and the production technology, which you have already learned in the previous tutorial.
I don't know if I did.
For the price, it is very straightforward. A lower price makes a product more competitive in the market. A brand is a distinguishing name intended to identify and differentiate a seller's products from competitors' products. To gain a better understanding about how brands work, let's open the Product Detail Report. Click the Information Center icon now. Click Product Detail Report. Now click the Search Product button and select Jeans.
Jeans.
Here you can see ratings for price, quality, brand, and the overall rating. They are split into two columns. The local column displays the ratings for local competitors. These are local small companies that you do not see in the corporation list. The average column combines the ratings of local and corporate competitors.
Okay. So when I saw, I didn't think I saw local earlier. I just saw average. I didn't know that there was like a.
Next to them you will see the concern column. The figures in this column indicate the factors that a consumer will consider when selecting a product to buy.
Okay.
For jeans, the concerns are price 27%, quality 29%, and brand 44%. This means that the brand is a significantly more important factor for jeans. So if you plan to start a business selling jeans, it is critical that you spend aggressively on advertising your jeans, so long as your budget permits. On the other hand, for some products like frozen meat, consumers are concerned less about brands, and are concerned more about quality and prices. For such products, advertising should be limited and the focus should be on optimizing your business operations to offer consumers with products of lower prices and higher quality.
Okay. Yeah, so basically like real life.
It is true that different product types require different marketing strategies. As a rule, the higher the brand concern of the product you are selling, the more aggressively you should spend in its advertisement.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate in real
Now
life.
click the Search Product button and select Camera. Another important piece of information you can see here is the necessity index. For cameras, it's 20%, which means that it is not an everyday necessity. When the economy is in a downturn, consumers will cut back spending on products of low necessity indices.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier when I was playing through one of the tutorials.
Now let's check out the necessity index for body lotion. Click the Search Product button again and this time select body lotion. The necessity index
80?
of body lotion is 80% and it means that it is an everyday necessity item.
Really?
Even if the economy is in a recession, people will still buy body lotions.
Okay, whoever developed this game really likes their body lotions, it seems. I would never have, I would not do that.
Great. You have just learned concepts about brands. It's time to put them into use. Let's build a factory to manufacture apparel products.
Yeah, okay, so that's if you're going
Apparel products include blazer, jeans, leather jacket, and sweater. Each requires different raw materials. Before you decide which apparel product to manufacture, you must look at what raw material supplies are available from the seaports, and study the manufacturer's guide to see what products you can manufacture from the available supplies. Now go back to the city view by right-clicking anywhere on the screen. Now go ahead and build a factory. This tutorial will continue when you have built a factory. If at any point you are lost and you want to restart the tutorial, you can press the escape key and select Restart Tutorial.
Okay, it's not what I meant to do. New game. Hello? Oh. Okay. So we're gonna go into factory. We're gonna build a small factory setup. Let's be quick. Okay, let's build a factory right in the middle of nowhere. So
in the previous tutorial, you have learned how to set up production facilities in a factory. This time around, let's click the plus icon to use the manufacturer's tool to set up the factory facilities for you. Select an apparel product from the list, and click the Set Up Factory button. This tutorial will continue when your factory starts to produce apparel products.
Okay, let's do blazer then, yeah.
Good work with your factory. Now we will start dealing with branding and advertising. There are 3 different brand strategies available. Before starting to advertise, you should first decide which brand strategy you want to use.
Okay.
To access the brand strategy screen, open the corporate detail report by pressing the shortcut key D, or Ctrl D if you have changed the shortcut key setting in the options menu. Select brand from the menu list. If you wish to have a single brand covering every product you sell, then you should choose the corporate brand strategy. The advantage to this approach is that any new products you launch will instantly benefit from the recognition of the existing corporate brand. The disadvantage is that brand loyalty will suffer if any of your products fail to live up to consumers' quality expectations of your corporate brand.
Okay.
The second strategy, range brand strategy, is similar to corporate branding, but its coverage is limited to product classes. For example, leather bags and leather briefcases fall into the leather goods product class. If you decided to sell leather briefcases and body lotions to accompany the leather bags you already sell, your leather briefcases would immediately inherit the brand rating of your leather bags, but your body lotions would not. The default strategy is unique brand strategy, in which every product has a unique brand. It will cost more to promote each individual product, but it may be worth it because you will never have to worry about existing brands being damaged by new but low quality products. For the purpose of this tutorial, you will adopt the range brand strategy. Click Range Brand to set your company's brand strategy to the range brand strategy.
Okay.
It is imperative that you decide upon your brand strategy at the start of a game, as there is a heavy cost for switching your brand strategy. It resets all existing brand ratings to 0. Now let's roll out your products to the market and set your range brand strategy in motion. Build a department store and have it buy products from your factory. This tutorial will continue when you have done so.
Okay. So we're going to buy department store. Let's plop this down over right here. We're going to have them buy the blazer from my company.
Great job. You should now add a new unit to your department store, the advertise. Click the Link Media button to link your. All available media firms in the current city are displayed. When it comes to choosing a media to advertise, you should consider the ratings points and the advertising cost of each media. The higher the rating points, the greater the audience share. The advertising cost is simply the cost for your advertisement to be seen 1,000 times by potential customers.
Okay.
Find a media firm with a high rating point score to maximize your advertising coverage. Be mindful not to choose a firm that charges too much though. When you have decided which media firm to advertise on, double-click it to select it.
This is the best one.
Now link your advertising unit and your sales unit by clicking the linkage line between them. Now your advertising unit displays the media firm you have just selected. You may adjust the monthly spending per product slider, but for now leave it set at $100,000. Click your sales unit now. You can see your product's brand rating on the sales unit. Currently it is 0, but with the advertising, it should be increasing soon. To leverage the effect of the range brand strategy, you should add another product from one of the product classes you are already selling. Build another factory to produce a different apparel product. Hint, if you are already manufacturing and selling jeans, choose leather jacket. This tutorial will continue when you succeed in producing and selling a new apparel product in your department store.
Okay, so we're going to just get another factory for apparel. Add apparel. We're going to, instead of blazer, we're going to do leather court. Okay. So we can have some there. Cool. Okay. So if we go down to our department store, we can now put in
Well done. This time you do not need to link the new product to the advertising unit, as it is already covered by your apparel product class. With the advertising delivering its effect, your product's brand ratings will continue to increase, which in turn will raise your product's overall ratings, and thus drive their sales higher. While all this is happening, let's open the corporate details report by pressing the shortcut key, or Ctrl-D, to access some useful market intelligence. Select the dominance option to see how your corporation is faring against the competition. The report displays market dominance by industry as well as by product class. Select the brand menu option to view the current brand ratings of your products. Here you will see that the advertising is slowly increasing brand ratings for your products. Notice that the brand awareness is a measure of the consumer's knowledge of the brand, and can be increased through advertising. Brand loyalty is a measure of the consumer's attachment to a brand. If you allow quality of your products to fluctuate, the brand loyalty will suffer as consumers can easily lose faith in products with inconsistent quality. You have learned fast and had a great start with building brands for your products. To take it to the next level, you should a strategy advice for you. Concentrate on the products you are already manufacturing, build new retail stores, and ultimately dominate the market. And when you are ready to expand your business into other cities, remember that you can use the mini. You will complete this tutorial when you dominate the apparel market, while achieving an annual profit of not less than $2 million. Good luck.
Oh. And look at dominance. I can see that I am second. Okay. Cool. Let's build 2 more factories. Beans. Sweater. Jeans and sweater. Okay, I skipped a couple years. Yeah, I don't have enough. Okay, this is just telling me I need to make more. Where's our one department store? I just bought an apartment building. It looks like we need another. So we have more demand for. Okay, we have lots of demand for all of these things. So. There we can get our measure from 5, 7. Hell, I didn't mean to do that. You're not. more demands. Jesus. Now we got a bunch more. Time to build like 18 of arrows first.
You have built a flourishing business empire. Now it is time to take it to the next level by getting it listed as a public company on the stock exchange. You will learn how to raise funds by making new shares offering. In this tutorial, you will be introduced to the stock market and learn how to leverage it to meet the fund. Let's look at the current state of the stock market. Open the information center now. Click Stock Exchange. The top area shows the public companies currently listed in the stock exchange. Your corporation is the first one on the list. The area below shows the shareholders of the selected public company. You hold 50% shares of your company, and the rest of the shares are held by public shareholders, AI persons and AI companies. To expand your business, you would need to raise some cash. In previous tutorials you've already seen how to raise cash by taking out a loan. This time you'll use the expectations of investors to raise the much needed money. You should now offer to issue new shares to the public. To do this, now select Issue New Shares to the public. Firstly, take a look at the issuing price, which should always be lower than the current stock price, in order to attract new investors to buy your company's shares. Now set the number of new shares you want to issue, and click the Issue Now button to issue new shares to raise money. As a rule, the larger the quantity of new shares you wish to issue, the higher the discount in share prices you must offer, in order to attract enough investors to subscribe the new shares. Great! You have successfully raised the needed cash for growing your business. However, it did come with a price. The issuing of the new shares diluted your ownership of your corporation a bit. Now return to the stock market to view your latest stock holdings. This time, let's use the shortcut key F4 to go to the stock exchange. At the ownership details section, it shows that you now only own less than 50% of your corporation, and the remainder is owned by public shareholders, AI persons and AI corporations. Look at the Who section. Here you can buy stocks on behalf of your corporation or invest as an individual. It shows that you have $1 million in personal cash at the moment. Let's do some stock investment with your personal money now. Now look at the Buy Sell Shares section below. Using this interface, you may purchase up to 5% of the total number of shares of a listed company in a single transaction. As a recap, to buy stocks, you, as an individual, may either buy more shares of your own corporation or invest in other corporations. Excellent. You've just used your idle personal cash to increase your shareholding of your corporation. That would be an excellent long-term investment. You may wonder how you can buy shares of other corporations. Well, it follows exactly the same principle. Let's select the second stock on the list, and take a closer look at its financial data. Picking the right stocks to invest is a skill that takes time to develop. First of all, you will have to learn how to read it. Below the stock price and the total number of shares figures, you will see the market cap, or the market capitalization of a corporation, which is equal to the earning per share as a company's operating profit over the past 365 days divided by the total number of outstanding shares. When a company issues new shares, the earning per share will be diluted as the company's profit will be divided by a larger number of shares. Remember that your corporation has just issued some shares? It led to an increase in the total number of outstanding shares and a decrease in earning per share. Your company's stock price can only go up in the long run if its earning per share also goes up. Thus, for the fund that you have raised with issuing new shares, you should use them to invest into new business to generate more profits for your shareholders. The PE ratio, or the price-earnings ratio, is an equity valuation multiple, defined as the stock price divided by earnings per share. A high PE ratio generally means that the stock is expensive as people are paying high prices for the stock, possibly driven by investors' confidence in the company's growth prospect. If you find all this a bit overwhelming, don't worry, as you are not required to be proficient in stock analysis in order to enjoy the game. You can choose to learn and practice stock investment at a pace you prefer in later games. For now, you have already done a pretty good job getting a grasp of. Another figure which you may find useful is the dividend yield. This is a percentage calculated by dividing the latest dividend paid by the stock price. Put simply, the greater the dividend yield, the more cash is returned to each investor when the dividend is paid out each year. Besides buying stocks as an individual, you can also buy stocks on behalf of your company. Now you may use your company's money to buy shares of other publicly listed companies as an investment. To do so, simply select a company from the list at the top of the screen, then click on the Buy button to buy its shares. Well done. From this point on, you should keep an eye on the stock's performance, as changes in its stock price will affect your company's balance sheet as well. If your company owns more than 50% of another company, it will be added to the Who section where you could select it and trade stocks on behalf of that company. When your company owns more than 75% of another company, you will be able to execute a merger which will merge all of its business operations into your company, including all of its technological know-how. This makes mergers a highly effective way to expand your business empire rapidly. Besides buying stocks of other companies, your company can also buy back its own stock. The shares bought are taken out of circulation, therefore shrinking the number of outstanding shares. This can have a positive effect on earnings per share, which in turn can have a positive effect on. Before we progress, here's a quick note on how to sell shares. The interface for, if you find the stock list too cluttered, you may use the stock filters to limit the. At the bottom of the screen, you have done a great job familiarizing yourself with this. The investors are expecting you to deliver a good. As part of your effort to grow your company into a major conglomerate, you are going to expand your business into the agricultural sector, and set. In this tutorial, you will set up a farm to supply your supermarkets with your own agricultural products. Such backward integration will create a more reliable supply chain, and increase your profit margins. In this game, a farm can produce meat, milk. Select farm from the menu. There are two sizes of farms available. Select farm, medium from the menu and choose a location in a rural area to build your farm. The first thing we are going to do is to raise some livestock. Double-click the top left slot and build a livestock raising unit. Now you need to set the type of animals to be raised. Click the Raise Livestock button and then select Cattle from the pop-up menu. Good. Your farm has begun rearing cattle. To the right of the livestock raising unit, build a livestock processing unit. Now click the link between the units to connect them. Products of cattle include frozen beef, milk, and leather. Each livestock processing, your cattle will now be reared and processed as frozen beef. Add a sales unit and link it to the livestock. Now click the link between the units to connect them. Congratulations! You are now selling frozen beef reared on your own farm. You may set up additional livestock processing units to process milk and leather from cattle. You may also grow crops in farms by using crop growing units. Growing crops is a time-consuming process, and it has to go through sowing, growing and harvesting before you will see the products coming out from the unit. Agricultural goods are essential to manufacture of a great number of products, and you will find farming an indispensable business of your corporation. To win this game, your company must make at least 20 types of products to demonstrate its ability to produce a wide range of products. At the same time,